Hello, guys, welcome back once again. You are enough. I am enough. That is the message of today because I want to bring us the message of truth today that you, that is watching me right now, you are enough. And do not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. I am enough as well. So let's delve into this message straight away. First of all, my name is Chege, and you are on to Chege's World. In case you're watching me for the first time, I welcome you all, both my new and old subscribers. You're all highly welcome. Let's talk about being enough. Do you know you have a gift bestowed on you from God Almighty? That your gift is who you are, and that means that you are enough with your gift. That's the topic of today. We all have gifts, but unfortunately, some of us are being envious of another person's gift. And in the other hand, some other people are being low in spirit because they feel their gift is not enough. But I want you to know that your gift is enough because we are given gifts differently from God Almighty. My gift and your gift mustn't be the same. Gift differs. But in all, I want you to know that your gift is unique because it is entirely you. It's entirely who you are, and no one can take that away from you. So there is no need for comparison. That will bring us to number one of knowing that you are enough with your gift. I would say number one, don't compare yourselves. Your gift is enough. Do not compare yourselves again with anyone or someone or some people because your gift is enough for you. You have your own unique gift from God. You are you, and there is no other you anywhere. We can look alike. Yes, I know we all have lookalikes everywhere, but doesn't necessarily mean that person is you. You are entirely you. You are entirely alone in the sense that it is only you that God created because your gift is totally and entirely different from another person's gift. So you don't need to compare. You don't need to look down on yourself. You don't need to look at another gift and you are comparing that gift to your own. I don't care what your gift is. Your gift is entirely a different thing to compare to another person's gift. All you need to do is to use yourself, is to use your gift well. Showcase that your gift. Let the world see the gift God has bestowed in you. Make use of your gift. Just like another person is making use of their own gifts, make use of your own because you are different, you are unique. You're a special being. And of course, you are enough. So, number one is do not compare yourselves with another's gifts because you are unique. Then, number two is stop struggling. Stop struggling. I want to really touch this side. A lot of us are struggling, trying to be another, trying to be what they are not, trying to have another person's gift, thereby struggling with their own personal gift, thinking and believing that their gift is not worth it. No, your gift is worth it. For example, some people are called by God, some people are not called by God. That this person is called by God, and you on your own part maybe is a designer, a tailor, for example, and this other person is a pastor, and you as a tailor, you are looking at that pastor believing that you are a nobody. No, you are somebody. The pastor, that's his entire gift. That is his own gift. God called you in this aspect of life because listen, the pastor that you are even envying, if care is not taken, you are jealous about, might not be a person that even wants to be a pastor. I want you to know that all these people you see, all these men and women of God you see, majority of them struggled with that gift before they finally decided to accept it. Because it's only when you accept your gift that God can begin to work in you to expand that gift the more. You might be looking at that person is the one with the highest gift, that the person is more important, and you want to be like them. Meanwhile, they, on the other hand, doesn't even want to accept that gift. You see them struggling in life because they are trying to run away from that gift. They are trying to be who God doesn't want them to be because God has already destined them to be who He really wants them to be. But you see them struggling. For example, someone that God called will be looking at being a model, will be looking at being an actor. Meanwhile, God has already called him and has ordained him to serve Him specifically. That's where the struggle comes in. You see them struggling. They don't have peace. They have sleepless nights. They will keep on struggling until the day they will finally accept that gift. That is when peace will resonate in them. So that's why I have in number two, stop struggling. Accept your gifts. Begin to use your gifts. Stop struggling. Then number three is don't care whether your gift is appreciated or not from the society. When you have a gift, society will definitely want to tell you a different thing. Society will want to put you in your place. Society will want to tell you that your gift is not important. Society would like to dictate how you should live your life for you. But I want you, like I have it in number three, you don't have to care whether they accept you, whether they appreciate you or not. I'm going to give an example in this aspect. For example, you might be someone who loves to counsel people. You might be someone God has bestowed in him or her the gift to counsel, the gift to talk to people. And you've noticed that each time you talk to people, you are making an impact in people's lives positively. And someone or some people will come to tell you, there's no point doing this because it's everywhere, it's saturated. A lot of counselors are there, here and there. What do you even know? You didn't even go to school to study being a counselor and you're already counseling people. Nobody will listen to you. Nobody will care about what you are doing. In fact, come out from there. That is not made for you. Please, you don't have to care about what people are telling you because things like this will surely rise. People will want to discourage you by telling you that it's already saturated. And I want you to understand something. If it is a gift, it is a gift. You don't need to go to school for it. If it's a gift from God, directly from above, you don't need any education to expand your gift. Those people may have gone to school to acquire that knowledge to be a counselor, but your own came naturally that anytime you speak into somebody's life, you see them transforming for good. You see them changing positively, and everything you've been telling them will be hitting them directly within their soul. And you will have people telling you something like, you've touched my life ever since you told me to do this. Ever since I started listening to you, my life has transformed for good. I am a changed person today positively because of your teachings or because of the things you told me. I am happier today because you counseled me well. I want to let you know that you mustn't go to school if it's directly from God. So anybody coming to tell you is saturated, that is everywhere, people are doing it, you didn't even acquire any education on it, people will not listen to you, there are better counselors out there, they are gift killers. I will still talk about them in my next topic, not in this one, because we have gift killers. They can be from anywhere. They can be within your friends, they can be in the society, they can be in your family, they can be anywhere. We have them. Sometimes they know what they are doing. Majority of the time, some of them doesn't know what they are doing. But that is when you should know. If you have the spirit of discernment, you will know when the devil is trying to use someone to make you not to answer and take up your gifts. You don't have to care about what society will say about you or about what they are saying already about you. Develop your gift. God is actually waiting for you to use that gift so that he can come in and expand you the more. It is only when you answer your gifts that you will be happy, that you will finally find rest. If not, you will keep struggling in life. So don't care about what they tell you. If you're that type of person that can talk to people and have them change for real, go ahead and talk to people. You don't need education for it. Then also, your gift might be someone who loves to cook. It's in your palm. You didn't even go to any cooking school for you to learn how to cook. But anything you touch, people will be amazed and shocked that you can cook such food and it's so tasty, and people will begin to flood where you are. And someone will come out to tell you, not because they are telling you that your food is good or is tasty, that will make you to open up a restaurant. You can't run a restaurant. You can't run it, whether online or offline. Forget about it. Look for something else. Go and take up a teaching job. Meanwhile, you know that's not where your gift lies. Your gifts should be a burning desire inside of your heart. when they come up with such things, do not listen to them because they are society. You don't expect society to applaud you that you are doing something great. No. Jealousy will rise. People will speak ill of you. People will want to degrade you. People will want to box you up and put you in your place. But God will be waiting for you to answer that your gift and take up that gift as a mantle. Then you see what He will do with you for the rest of the years. So whatever society tells you, don't listen. I've had encounter with so many people who will come up to tell me, I love acting, but I'm afraid of starting it. I don't know what people will say. If acting is your thing, not only that is your talent, it's your gift from God, then you take it up. Don't care about what society will say. If you keep living your life on what society will say, you'll be depressed for the rest of your life. And you will eventually, those people telling you not to do that, you will eventually desert you. So in this number 3, please do not care about what society will say or what society are already saying about you. Don't give in. Don't give in. Exhibit your gift so that God can walk through you and within you. Okay, let's go to number 4. Number 4, accept your gift so that God can walk with you and through you. Accept your gift so that God can walk with you and through you. If you keep struggling like I have in number 2, you will never accept your gift. But when you accept your gift, watch what God will do in your life. Begin from today. If you know you have a gift lying there within you that you don't want to exhibit, you'll be restless for the rest of your life. If you think you'll be happy, you will not be happy. We have seen people who read law, but they ended up with a different, maybe cooking. You see them cooking, but they are lawyers by education. But you see them making it big time in cooking. There are so many people with different gifts. One thing I'm saying is that if you have not accepted yours, you will never be fulfilled in life. But it's only when you accept your gift that God will be able to work through you and within you. So please, you need to accept your gift so that God can walk with you and through you. Allow Him to walk through you and expand that your gift the more. We all have gifts. We all have gifts. Stop suppressing your own and looking at other people, envying them before you know it. Jealousy will set in. Don't be jealous of anybody. We all are gifted. Don't be jealous of anybody. So please, for God to expand your own and take you to places where you never imagined you will be in life, this is the time for you to accept your gift, irrespective of what society will say. Just take up your gift and start showing it off. Start using your gift and allow God to walk through you, through that gift. Okay? Don't feel your gift is insignificant by someone else's giftings. Every gift is precious. Every gift is big. Your gift is not insignificant. So don't be drowned in that trauma that yours is nothing, another person's own is something. No. We have gifts. We have gifts separately, differently. We have people who are designers. We have people who are cooks. We have people who are actors. We have people who are barbers. So many gifts from God. God has blessed you. In my dialect, we call it akaraka. No one can take it away from you. Then, as a designer, you have forgotten that you are very important, because when you don't sew that clothes, that actor you feel that is a star will not be able to wear clothes. Everybody is important. Every gift is important. They entertain people, they make people happy. You cover people's nakedness because it is your gift. That's what you love doing. That's what God has bestowed in you. So you need to start using it. Don't feel down. Don't drown in your sorrow. Don't feel that your gift is insignificant. No, your gift is big, it's huge. You may not know how huge your gift is until you begin to use it. Because it is only when you are using it that God can do wonders in your life. And if you doubt what I'm saying, start developing that gift. And you see, the rest will be history. You'll be amazed. You'll be shocked at what will transpire later on in life without your gift. So no gift is insignificant. Nobody is insignificant. So that will bring me to the last chapter where I wrote you are important. You are highly important. I'm going to illustrate something here. For example, we're in a church. You went to the church, you see a pastor at the pulpit preaching. That man of God's poster is everywhere in the church, all over the church, on the gate of the church, in front of the church, inside the church. You see the posters. His face is everywhere, or her face is everywhere. Then you are one of the congregations of his or her church, and you feel you're insignificant. You feel you're not important because the pastor's face is all over the wall. I want you to know that without you, there will not be that pastor. Without you attending that church, that pastor will not have his face on those walls. Without you making sure that you are contributing to those offerings every Sunday, that pastor will not be preaching non-stop. Because you are important, that is why the pastor is able to stand there at the pulpit preaching. That is why the posters should be there with his faces on those posters, because you've been paying for your tithes. You've been contributing in the offerings. The pastor was able to see money to do all those posters with his face on them. He was able to put on nice clothes and be preaching at the pulpit because of you. Ask yourself, if all of you decide not to attend that church, what will happen to that pastor if you all decide not to attend that church? Another example is all these church ushers, church cleaners, people that cleans the church, people, the ushers of the church, those ones that cleans the church, that you and I and the pastor are able to sit and not have disease or dust or dirt everywhere. We are able to sit in that church to be able to attend the church. Do you think if there's no cleaner in the church that people will be able to enter that church? No, no one will enter that church. Do you think the pastor will still be there? No, that will be a long gone history. The pastor will not be there. But I want you to know that as a cleaner in that church, you are very important. It is because of you that the church is able to function. It is because of you that the pastor is able to preach without dirt around him, so that congregation will be able to sit and listen to the word of God. So do you see? Don't look at the pastor as the pastor is important, I am not important. No, you are enough. You are important in your own way, because we all are a body. We are all a body. These eyes cannot function without the mouth. Mouth cannot function without the nose. Nose cannot function without the rest of the body. It is a body. It is a body. We all need each other. All those gifts are quite important in all of us' lives. The pastor is preaching because the cleaner decides to clean the church and make it clean. The pastor is preaching because there are congregations to preach to that contributes to donations of the church, so that the pillar of church will continue to stand strong. That is why the pastor is able to be preaching. So you see, you are important. You are enough. You have your own gift. You have your own gift. Don't you ever listen to the naysayers that you have nothing. Don't ever listen to the naysayers that you are a nobody. Don't ever accept what they are telling you. Exhibit your gift. If anybody comes to tell you, why are you trying to be a comedian? Meanwhile, there are so many comedians that are already rich. Nobody will notice you. No, 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 no. Do not listen to them. Society will never ever applaud you. Society will always want to put you in a place and box you up. Move ahead. Look unto God. Accept your gift. Besides, you are enough. Are you looking for validation anywhere? Where do you think you will even get that validation? No one cares. No one cares. So you continue to move. Validate yourself by yourself. Don't wait on anybody to validate you, because they will never. They will never. Even families will not validate you. I'm sorry, but that's the honest truth. If you're waiting on your family to validate you for your gifts, they will not validate you. They will not even believe in you. I have seen so many good pastors, preachers, seers called by God. They are nobody in their own family. I mean, their own immediate family, they are nobody. So, do you wait on family to validate you before you know you will take up your gift? You don't have to wait for anybody to validate you. I want you to begin from today to validate yourself by yourself and yourself alone. Then take up that your gift and move with that gift. Then you see wonders God will do in your life. In the long run, maybe in years to come, family will now turn around to start looking at believing. How much more friends? The moment you take up your gifts and decide to exhibit your gift, friends will first of all try to talk you down or talk you out of it. You don't expect them to applaud you, to tell you you can go further with this. No, they will not tell you that. All you need to do is take up that your gift and start making use of it. You're only looking unto God because He's the only one that will expand that gift for you. No human being will expand your gift for you. Don't expect the high and mighty to start recognizing you when you are not using your gift. No, they won't even allow you to come close to them. But your gift can open so many doors for you. And you see even presidents requesting for your attention, calling you, inviting you in one event or the other, giving you high chairs, recognizing you, taking you around the world, people inviting you all over the world. Is that your gift? That's why I say take up that gift. I don't know what gift you have as you're watching me right now. I am sure you have a gift because I know we all have gifts. I don't know that gift you have that you believe that someone has already told you that it's everywhere. Your own will not mean anything anymore. No. That your gift should be a burning desire inside of you. I want you to bring out that gift wherever it is. Remove all the dust on it. Begin to use that gift. If you watch me now, I want you to have that faith and the zeal to start using your gift. Don't look back to any negative thoughts. Don't look back. Start use. If anybody comes to tell you, why are you doing this thing? People are already doing it. Tell them, yes, mine is unique because I am different from them. I am enough. I am unique. I am only me. Yes, we all have lookalikes, but your lookalike can never be you. You are you and you alone in this whole wide world. Your gift is strictly your gift. This person might be doing a comedy work, you are doing a comedy work. It is totally different from that person because you have your unique ways given to you by God Almighty. So please, I want you to take it up. Don't be afraid anymore. Don't ever think of what people will say. Don't allow them to restrict you. Don't allow them to hold you down. Exhibit that gift. Begin from today and take up this gift. Please, I want you to do this for me. I want you to comment on my comment section. I have taken up my gift because of this topic. And ever since I did that, I am not looking back. I have never looked back and I will never look back because I am enough. God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. I want you to help me share this video to your loved ones. Share it to your friends or even people you don't know. Help them also. Let them come out from that their shell